Hi, everyone. I wanted to share a end times vision that I had. It was either at the end of October or the beginning of November of 2022. So I had woken up one morning and it was cold out and I didn't really feel like getting out of bed. So I just kind of rolled over and threw the blanket back over me. And I was fully awake, but I had my eyes closed and I started going into a vision. So when I have visions, this is how it looks for me. So, when you close your eyes, it's dark. And then when I start going into a vision, I will always see like a bluish, purplish kind of a light right in the middle. And then that bluish, purplish light just gets bigger and bigger and bigger until I actually see like a picture of something. So my vision was of Jesus up here, and excuse my drawing, it's worst drawing ever, but I just wanted to draw it out so you kind of got the idea. Okay, so what I saw was Jesus. He was actually he was standing on top of what looked to be like the ceiling of the earth up in the sky. But for him, he was literally standing on it as if it was his ground. And it reminded me of that scripture that talks about that the earth is his footstool. So I'm the way I drew him right here. Excuse me. The way I drew him right here, he's kind of kneeling down, but he initially was standing up, and I was looking from a distance, just as if I was looking from afar, like I was up in outer space, just observing everything. And so what I saw was the sun and the moon and the stars in the sky. The sky appeared to be very dark and dreary, almost as if like a storm was coming in or something. So Jesus was up here standing on the earth, like the ceiling of the earth. And so to describe Jesus, he had kind of like shoulder length, wavy brown hair. His skin was like a very tanned skin color. He was huge. I mean, he was just absolutely like a giant. The earth was like nothing. The drawing doesn't even do justice. Like, he was just a giant. And he was wearing a long white robe. And so he was initially standing, and he was sideways. He was standing sideways. He knelt down, and then he took his arm and he wiped the earth like as if to wipe the floor, that he was standing on. It almost appeared to be like a little dusty or something, like he was trying to like get a better look and wiping off the dust. That's what it like appeared to me. And then he was looking downward, this was almost like I guess I want to describe it almost like a glass ceiling to our earth, and like a glass floor to him. So he wiped it, and then he was just looking down. And as he went to look down through, all the stars that were in the sky started falling down to the earth. And it kind of gave this almost like a shooting star, if you ever kind of seen a shooting star in the sky, where you see the light, coming from it. And the sun and the moon, which I thought was so odd, they appeared to be exploding right at the same time. And I'm not exactly sure what that represents, but there are a couple scriptures in the Bible that it reminded me of. First of all, in Acts 2:17, it does tell us that in the last days God is going to pour out his spirit and we are going to have dreams and visions. And I knew in my spirit, I knew that this was an end times vision. I do not know how my spirit knew that, but I just knew it. And I had made the decision to share this. I've kind of procrastinated a little bit, but I wanted to share what I saw because I believe everything has meaning, and I knew that Jesus wanted me to share it. So I am. So a couple of scriptures that I wanted to share about the falling stars here. Matthew 24:29 to 31. I'm going to read it here. It says, immediately after the anguish of those days, the sun will be darkened, the moon will give no light, the stars will fall from the sky, and the powers in the heavens will be shaken. And then at last the sign that the Son of Man is coming will appear in the heavens, and there will be deep mourning among all the peoples of the earth, and they will see the Son of Man coming on the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he will send out his angels with the mighty blast of a trumpet, and they will gather his chosen ones from all over the world, from the farthest ends of the earth and heaven. Okay, so over here in Revelation 6:13 is another scripture that I wanted to share, and it says, then the stars of the sky fell to the earth like green figs falling from a tree shaken by a strong wind. So I definitely felt that what I saw was from Jesus, a vision of the end times. By the way, I wanted to let you know what Bible I'm reading out of is a Tyndale New Living Translation. So anyway, that's what I saw, and I think it's just, really interesting that it just seems like thousands of us right now seem to be having dreams and visions, and I just wanted to share mine. Thank you. Y'all have a blessed day.